ingrained.
Yeah. I think the most fascinating thing about you, man, is that your people that win have big old reasons, right? Everything I ask you comes back to your family.
Oh yeah.
And you take for granted.
Well, not just my wife and kids.
Yep.
My brother.
I know.
And my parents. That's everything. My
Yep.
parents, my brother, my wife, and my 4 kids. That's, you know, you get that question. Oh, you make me start crying on your little podcast here. I gotta go. I'm out. You know, if you could have dinner with anybody over any space of time, alive or dead, who would it be?
Yeah.
I just told you.
You just told me.
That's who I'd want to have dinner with.
I love that about you. I love that.
There's nothing I want to ask Christ. I mean, nothing I want to talk to Einstein about. There's no lyric of princes that I would want to go into depth of. I mean, but if I could have one dinner with anybody I wanted, it would be my parents, my brother, my wife, and my 4 kids.
I love that. And by the way, everybody, I want to tell you something. This is the exact same conversation we had off camera. This isn't for show. This is who this man is. I think it's.
I don't know how to. I'm not an actor. I can't be one way.
Everything we talked about off camera, and the other thing too, I think it's most fascinating that in a guy who's in the center of the world, that's sort of everything, sometimes not that, right? It's sometimes everything away from those things, whether it's material or fame, or, by the way, and those things are wonderful too, that in the center of that universe, there's such a deeply seated family man, and that's been the key to his success. And I think that's everything he just said, and I think that's just such a takeaway for everybody watching this today, is to have these big reasons, but at the end of the day, these big old houses and watches and all that stuff are completely meaningless without what he's got going on right down there with Zane and his beautiful wife. So,
and the phone call with my brother yesterday, and FaceTiming him, and then talking to my mom, and that's my son from college calling me, my other son going to college, my daughter, are you going to make my field hockey game today? Those calls, those things, gives all this stuff fuels that fire.
I love that, brother. I hope that everybody saw this side of you today, then they didn't know all of these things about you. Because
instead of thinking I was just a sarcastic asshole.
Well, yeah, no. I think it's amazing the breadth of what we went through. But the part that probably is the most meaningful to me is just to know who you are, and to know what's really made you successful. And I really do respect you. I really do admire you.
And you. It's why I wouldn't have come down here if I didn't feel the same way.
Thank you, man.
Mutual admiration society.
Thanks, brother, so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gunnar.